Hey, good day there, YouTube subscribers. What we got today is Randy's DX98 VHP. This is one of the ones that has the 4-pill amp built in. And Randy sent it back to us. This is, I guess, like the second or third trip for repairs. One time it was sent up here for it. I think it was holding a high dead key. I don't remember. It was something in the regulator section at that time. But he had sent it back to the original person he had bought the radio from. And they didn't know how to really do what needed to be done. Somebody had replaced the finals in it, made a big mess with all the white stuff in there, and as you see what they look like, not straight up and down, you know, that's the way they came to me. I ended up fixing the regulator circuit in it, doing some upgrades at the time that I worked on that too. But this time it came up here because smoke was rolling out the front of the radio, wouldn't key no more. And so I had to order some 1282s. I ran out of stock on those. And the thing is whenever I order parts, I go directly to the manufacturer, right to the factory. You can't trust anybody anymore, man, with all these Chinese knockoffs out there. But normally when I order them from Ranger, I'll order about 2 dozen of them. That way I have them handy on stock. It just so happens that when I got the Randy's radio, I'd ran out of them. I had to end up putting 2 of them in here. And the thing was, is as I put 2 in here, it burned 2 up. So it took me a little time to figure it out, and I had to go through a few components to figure that out. I'll be right back. Somebody walked in the door on me. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Where was I? Yeah, on the keying situation. Well, needless to say, I did manage to get it fixed. I found out a couple issues. One of them was the 4-pill amp somehow was putting off some reflect, which in turn was taking out the keying transistors, which the 2 transistors down there, what they do is they're kind of like a relay. It's electronic switching. It switches it from receive to transmit, and that's what was burning up in it. So after I got that fixed and a few of the resistors that were around it that were a little suspicious, we took care of that. But the amplifier had a little reflect coming off of it, so I went in there and played around with the circuit in there a little bit, got that straightened out. And then, like I told Randy, I wanted to run the radio for a little bit of time before I sent it back to him. And so I did. I put it up on the base, and we ran this thing for about a good week and a half. And everything was great, man. I mean, it was all working. I was using the amp, the whole 9 yards. It wasn't until I needed to test a 2-pill, a little 2292 pill. Well, of course, you can't drive the 4 into the 2. So I figured, hey, I'll use the switch in the back, and I'll switch it off. And, you know, we'll just use the radio part. Well, the bad part about these radios is, well, not the bad part about these radios, but the way it was done when he had originally bought this, it had this switch in it to turn off the relay sensing wire, which is this blue wire right here. And this was the switch that they interrupted that wire with so they could turn the amp on and off. And the problem with that is whenever you do that, the radios really fall on their butt. I mean, you'll take the radio once you hit the switch, and the radio will drop down to like 7 birds, something like that. It won't do much watts. So what had happened is I flipped the switch. I got about 3 keys out of it, and of course, good old smoke started running out the front of the radio, and I was like, huh, why did it do this? So after investigating a little bit, what was going on is the switch... something was good, because I did a whole nother keying circuit, and it did it to the next set with the switch, you know, with the amp off. So I was like, okay, I'm going to have to put in one of my deals that I use when I do these amplifier switches, which basically, it still interrupts the blue wire, but it also adapts to the circuitry in the radio to let the radio know that the amp is off and to flip everything around. So it's a little circuit I do. Most of the components are on the bottom of the board. I'm not going to really show what I'm doing there, but you know, it's it's the way I do it, and so far so good. I ran this radio for, I don't know, I'd say about 3 or 4 days now, flipping it on and off, and no problem. So we've got it fixed. Between the reflect issue, that some other stuff I cleaned up in the radio, it should be good to go now, Randy. So let me give you a quick little demo. Now I'm on my small shop supply for radio work, so it's not really big enough for this 4-pill. So this is just to let you show you that it is working. I'm working it off of about a, I think that thing's a 45 amp power supply, so it's definitely not enough for this. And it's set at 13.8 volts, and I'm probably dropping it on its knees to 12. I'm not going to hook up the multimeter and all that stuff, but hopefully in the future we can take care of that and get a... you know, with all these big radios coming in here now, I really need to beef up that power supply over on this side of the shop. Oh, yeah. Hello, 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 hello. So as you see, you know, I'm holding about 100 bird, and it's up to about 200, and it, you know, variable's fine. So everything's good there. And then here's with the switch off. Now what I'm going to do is we'll drop this 500 down, and I'll slip the 100 in there is what I'll do. And now, let's see, the radio's about a 2-watt dead key. Hello, 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 radio, breaker. So as you see, you know, definitely above 20 RMS there now with the new circuit in there. Peak side, audio, hello, 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 1, 2, 3, break. So almost 70. And that's the cool thing with this switch. See, before, with the other switch in there, the thing is this used to work on all the old Connaxes and the old 2970s back in the day. It won't do that no more because these new boards utilize different stuff. They got the SWR circuit in there. They got a few other things. And the thing is you have to fool that circuit to let it know that that stuff's off. So, you know, and somebody that doesn't look at schematics and stuff like that, they really aren't going to know that, hey, that's what I got to do. But beside the point, we got it fixed for you, Randy. Everything's great. I'm going to button this thing up, finally get the screws back in it, and we're going to get it back to you, man. Hope you all enjoyed the video, man. This was definitely a wild repair here. It took me a little time to figure out why the key-in circuit kept blowing out on it. I mean, it's buried right down in this section right here, and it goes across the radio. So I had to go through all that circuitry and try to figure out why in the hell it kept blowing it up when in reality there wasn't a problem there. The problem was elsewhere in the radio, and it was kind of backfeeding with RF. But we got it straightened out for you now, Randy. Hopefully you don't have any more problems with this radio. I know that this thing has been a little bit of a doozy with you with the original seller. So hopefully we got it done for you, buddy. Major upgrades in this thing for you too. You know, with the new switch in there, the 120 watt regulator now. The secondary regulator is good for about 60. You know, so I did upgrades there, and you know, the few other things that we did in here. So hopefully you enjoy it, buddy. We enjoyed doing it for you. If there's something that you have that you need to have done, give me a shout. I'll help you out. I'll Stickman at the No Name Amp CB shop, and we are gone.